played covers and original tunes, but I played my heart out dang near every time. Well, I've played fresh and I've played worn out. I've played sure things and filled with doubt. But one thing sure weighs heavy on my mind. Without you out there in the crowd, I wouldn't be up here singing right now, doing what it is all do. Without y'all out there singing along, tapping your toes to all these songs, there's no way I can make my dreams come true. So without y'all, you know there's something missing. And I just want to say thanks for listening. I made it farther than I ever thought. I can't be sold and I won't be bought. And that's some kind of blessing and a curse. 'Cause Nashville sells something I just can't be. And pop country ain't for guys like me. I'm just a good old boy with a red dirt verse. Without you out there in the crowd, I wouldn't be up here singing right now, doing what it is all I do. Without y'all out there singing along, tapping your toes to all these songs, there's no way I can make my dreams come true. So without y'all, you know there's something missing. And I just want to say thanks for listening. Just make this guitar ring, but all y'all give me a reason to sing. 'Cause ain't no words could ever end here if there's no one there to hear. Without you out there in the crowd, I wouldn't be up here singing right now, doing what it is all I do. Without y'all out there singing along, tapping your toes to all these songs, there's no way I can make my dreams come true. So without y'all, you know there's something missing. And I just want to say thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, y'all. Love you.
Everybody, welcome back. This your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk podcast. Man, I got an amazing interview for you guys today. Episode 64, kicking in with country music star Tyler Tillman. How you doing, brother?
Doing well, brother. How about yourself?
Man, I'm blessed. I can't complain. You guys just listened to his new track that dropped today. Thank you for listening. Man, I like it, brother. I like it for real. It's I'm a really big fan of country music. Before we even get started, you have any shout outs you want to give?
Man, too many. If I do, I'd start forgetting people. First and foremost, the only shout out I need to give is to God, man.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I want to give a shout out to Low Rock Entertainment, Royal Members Urban Outfitters, Houston Rocco, PSK13, OZ the DJ, and my guy Rich Alexander. Man, before we even get started, I'm gonna give everybody a little backstory how this came about. I've been following you for a while, and I know a lot of people that follow you. A lot of people that follow you and are big fans of you, and I've been getting emails like for the past month. You got to get Tyler Tillman on. You got to get Tyler Tillman on. You got to get Tyler Tillman on. And I'm going to do it. I'm just busy. You know what I mean? So for everybody that's been waiting for this, you guys asked, and here you go. We're here. It's a blessing to have you, man. I love what you got going. You got amazing music. How did Thank You for Listening? How did that come about?
Thanks for listening, man. So there was a point in time where I was working a full-time job and playing music, 4 to 6 shows a week, and I was tired, but it all started from a dude that didn't think anybody'd want to listen to him, much less play the stages I played. And I just worked one morning and just had that thankful heart on, and I sat down at my desk and I took a few minutes to write down all the thoughts that I had, like all the people that listened to me. Thank you, because if it weren't for a lot of folks, man, I wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, man, I love that, man. We got Linda in the comments. She said, "Hi, Taylor." Tyler. Sorry about that. She said, "Hi, Tyler." And then we got Chris Spice Knight. What's going down, Chris? Greetings, Tyler. Thank you for your time. Hey, what's up, guys? Appreciate y'all watching the comments. All right, let's get this started, man. Tell everyone what city you from and what was it like growing up in your city.
Man, I'm a first-generation Texan, and gotta say, I love Texas. I like a lot of other states too, been all over the country, but something about Texas, they got a little bit of everything, something for everybody, for the most part, anyways.
Yeah. What city are you from in Texas?
I was born in Houston, but I live in the country now.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. How you like it out there? How do you like it out there?
We love it, man. It's quiet. The people are nice. A lot of venues, a lot of musical support here. It's like our own little music mecca.
That's what's up, man. I like that. Let's talk about how did you get into music? A lot of people got started out in the church or school plays or something. What's your story?
Ooh, that's more time than I got to give you. I started real young. My dad was a musician. My uncle was a musician. In fact, pretty much all of my uncles. My mom played the piano. But my actual venture into music on my own, my wife, a good friend of hers, any choice, Dana and Walter Seidel, they had a musician cancel, and she called me because my wife had told her that I could play music, and she was expecting me to play for 4 hours. And at that particular time, I think I could have played for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You don't know 40 songs?" I was like, "I'd be doing good if I know 4 songs. I play it a little while, and I sit on the couch, and then I forget it. And then I'm on to the next, right? I tried to remember that. But, my wife told me stop being a baby. She said, "Go get yourself a binder and print all your chords and lyrics out, and even if you got to use that for your first show, you're going to go out there and you're going to play your 4 hours." And I did.
That's what's up, man. Big shout out to your wife, man. That's major support right there, man. Wow, I love that, man. I really do. Chris Spice Knight says, "As long as you take the time to create great music, we're gonna support you. Keep creating and stay positive."
Appreciate
Hell yeah. What was it like performing performing for the first time? I guess that would be your first time. How was that like?
Nerve-wracking. Yeah, it's so I'd had a month to prepare and 4 weeks to learn 40 songs. I picked the easiest songs that I could pick, along with a few simple ones that I had written, and I did that. And I can tell you that very little did I look up from that binder. I couldn't make eye contact with anybody. I was nervous, shaking, sweating. Of course, I mean, it was in the middle of summer, but I was from the nervousness. I promise you I was.
Man, that's a good thing, though. If you wasn't nervous, you have to ask yourself, is this really what I want to do? You know what I mean?
At that point, man, I didn't know if I could do it.
Man, I love the honesty, man. I love it, man. That's amazing though, for real. What would you say your what has been your favorite venue to perform at as so far?
Ooh, my favorite venue that I have performed at is probably Do-Si-Do in the Woodlands. That was for a Veterans Day benefit, and it was probably not my best performance. I was still fairly young as a musician at that point, and again, very nervous and probably stared at my iPad a little too much. Didn't have quite as much fun as I should have, and I'm hoping one day to get back up there of my own accord rather than for somebody else's benefit.
Yeah, I like that, man, for real. What would you say would be your dream venue to play at?
Ooh. You know what? A native Houston Texan, man, it doesn't get any better than the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. That's a dream venue right there.
Man, I like it. I like it, man. You know what? I've asked that question so many times, and that's the first time I got the Houston Livestock and Rodeo. I like that, man, for real. That crowd be crazy. I've been to a few shows out there. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Linda said America's Got Talent.
Say it again.
Linda, she said America's Got Talent.
I've heard that 1,000 times.
Man, you got it, brother. You got it. You really do.
I've thought about it, and my only issue is, man, I don't want to sign those kind of contracts and be somebody's puppet. Hell, it says in the song, I'm signing Nashville, what is it? Can't be bought, can't be sold.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And another thing about that, Linda, I'm not sure if you know, with those music TV shows, you could be amazing. You could be the best person there performing that season. But if you're not what they're looking for that season, they won't blink an eye.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I had an R&B artist on here 2 weeks ago, and same thing with her. You know what I mean? Amazing voice. She actually signed a record deal after they America's Got Talent turned her down. But she has an amazing voice. But it's all about what they're looking for that year.
Yep. And
like Chris just said, amen, caution with contracts.
Yeah, the other thing is half the time they're looking for like a sad backstory, and I mean, I've got some stuff, but nothing like most of these other folks that come. Yeah. I'm not going to compete in that respect, and I don't know that I really want to. I'm happy where I am.
Yeah. Jason J. Bird, what's going down? That's one a good friend of mine. He's actually a comedian. He said, give us Tennessee whiskey sample on the vocals. I like that, man. Jason, you on to something, brother? You on to something? I like that.
I got a guitar. Don't threaten me with a good time, boo.
I love it. I love it. Chris said you're wise, Tyler. You're very wise. If you could collab with any artist, who would your dream collaboration be with?
Man, the fact that somebody showed me that you could play country music and not be on the Nashville charts, I would have to say Cody Johnson or even Josh Ford.
I like it. I like it. So when I ask that question, I also give my input on that. I think you would do an amazing collaboration with international superstar Emily Glazner. Oh my goodness. She actually lives in Houston. She's an amazing. I think you guys would be perfect together, which I will be reaching out to her after this episode. Cool. This is why I started my podcast. You know what I mean? I want to see everybody win. You're amazing. And a lot of artists I had on my show done collab together. So I definitely will be reaching out, and hopefully we'll see you guys doing something in the future. I really hope so.
I appreciate that. I mean, I got a duet in the works right now, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like that. Now, when you're on stage performing and your fans are screaming your name or singing along with you, how does that make you feel?
There ain't no feeling like it on the planet. I don't care who you are, where you've been, I done a lot of things for work. I got a lot of cool stories, and there is nothing quite like when you're done, people saying, "Hey, I need a picture with you before you blow up." I need your autograph. I think they're kidding, and they're not. There's no feeling quite like that in the world. That's
what's up, man. I like it, man. I like it, man. This is amazing, brother. This is amazing. Linda said, "Let's get them together." I'm gonna make it happen, Linda. I definitely will make it happen. Great job, Jay Reckless. Use those networking skills and connecting. I appreciate it, Chris. That's why I started this podcast, man. There's so much talent in Houston. There's really so much talent all over the United States. But in Houston, there's so much talent that's not being heard. You know what I mean? And for me to have this platform, it's an honor to have you guys on here and help you guys get your name out and make it to that next level. So it's definitely an honor for me to help you guys do that, for real. What is your creative process like when it comes to making music?
Ooh, that really depends on the song. So like, I just wrote one here recently called well, I don't know exactly what we're gonna name it yet, but excuse me, the idea is in parentheses, "You're the reason I hope heaven has neon lights," and it's a song about my wife and the fact that we don't necessarily need to be in a crowded bar to dance and all that, but like that one, I was driving down the road one day and song after song after song about neon lights came on. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, guys, neon lights, cool, we get it. It's getting a little cliche. Can we liven up the country music? And then here we go, like the thought pops into my head next second. I mean, I hope they got neon lights in heaven, for just so we can go dance, have the dance hall to ourselves, right? That's kind of the point of the song. And that one, man, I put my phone in my little notepad or whatever so that it would be there when I went to sit down and do some writing. And I sat down in my office here one day and I'm going through the notes, and finally that one, like, it poked its little head out and I was like, ooh, that's the one. Dude, it just flowed. I wrote the story of me and my wife meeting and all of that stuff. And it just came out like I couldn't imagine. Other ones, sometimes I've had to rewrite 2 or 3 times to really get it where I want it. But if I had to boil it down, I got the best advice from a friend of mine, a lady that I actually need to go back and see. She told me, figure out what it is you want to say and say it unapologetically.
Man, it's true. That's so true, and that is some great advice. And Miss Santiago said, "Oh, that's beautiful." In saying that, we're gonna listen to another track. This is "Tail Lights of My Truck."
Of my and the day it always ends too quick. The sun is setting on my family as I try to earn above. I hope my kids remember me, and not the taillights of my truck.
Man. Linda said his family is beautiful, precious wife, and he's a God-loving man. Man, I love your music, brother.
Appreciate that.
Your voice is amazing. Like, your voice is truly amazing. And Cooley Bully in the house. What's going on, brother? He said, "Let's go. Much love." Miss Santiago said, "I need to listen to country music more." Man, like, you literally, your voice is up there with these greats. Like, I truly mean that, man. Like, you have an amazing voice, for real.
I do appreciate that. I've worked my behind off for it.
Like, man, everybody watching right now, y'all go ahead and rate that song 1 through 10 for us. Let's see how y'all was liking that. What's going down, Cooley Bully? I appreciate you watching, man. For real, I appreciate all the support. Everybody that's watching on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also, there's a little bell down there somewhere. So I think it's gonna be right there. Hit that bell notification. Let me know. Linda said that song is a 10 out of 10, and I agree, Linda. I really do. That's an amazing song, and you tell a story with your music. You know what I mean? Like, yep. It's deep. It's deep. I love it, man. And once again, this is why I do what I do, man. Let's bring music back to what it used to be. You know what I mean? And you got it, brother. You definitely got it. You definitely do, man. And let's talk about the creative process with that song.
Ooh, that's one of those ones that I rewrote 3 times. Although realistically, I was leaving to go play a show. It was probably my 3rd show of the week, and I still had 2 more going into the rest of the weekend. And I'd been home for weeks, right? Home long enough to sleep on Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday. And I'm going to leave, and my I guess he was 4, so then just comes in and hangs himself on my leg and screaming bloody murder, "Daddy, don't go. I want you to stay home." And it broke my heart, you know, like, I've already told these people I'm coming to play and I have to go. And my wife, you know, God bless her. Shout out to my wife. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be doing this either.
Awesome.
She gets him and she helps me get out of the house and get on. And it broke my heart. And that was Friday night. And I got up and I did my thing Saturday morning with him, but I held on to that feeling. And Monday morning, I get back to my office and I'm sitting down, holding on to that feeling. And I took some time, and there was a line from another song that really stuck out about that feeling. So I took that line from that other song and started writing what I wanted this. And it was really about 3 songs I'd already put together that I wasn't entirely happy with, to bring that one together. And just basically the idea is, for as much as I'm gone, I hope my kids remember all the things that I've taught them. I hope they know that their daddy tried real hard to be a good man and tried to provide for them and do for them whatever he could.
Yeah, I like that, man. So we listened to 2 tracks so far, and I noticed so far you had a different creative process for both of them. So what would you say your overall creative process would be, or is it different for every song?
There's 2. There's one where I have to sit and work at it and try to maintain a feeling until I have at least a mostly finished product, or sometimes they just come out and I really don't know where they come from or how it happens. I just kind of get my guitar in my hands and there it is.
Yeah, I like that, man. You mentioned your guitar. Is there any other instruments you play?
So, say it again.
You mentioned your guitar. Is there any other instruments you play?
I play drums. I play bass. I can play. It's been a minute, but I can play the trumpet, and Honestly, there's several. I know I'm missing something. Play the harmonica, but I mean, most of those are pretty basic instruments.
No, I don't know if you can say basic. I can't do it. I play the piano. That's it.
You're better than me. I can't play the piano.
Yeah, I love it, man. I was forced to into music class in junior high, and I picked piano class. Just I'm like, hey, it's elective. It don't matter. Whatever, easy A, right? And then I actually got into it, and I fell in love with it. Fell in love with it. TJ Aguilar, take that hat off, Jay Reckless. That's my cousin. What's going down, cuzzo? That's funny. Who would you say is your biggest supporter to this point?
By far and long, I'm sorry to anybody that thinks they're my number one fan, but it has to be my wife. She has. If it weren't for her, we wouldn't be here. She bought something for my son last night on her way home from one of her classes, and she gave it to him this morning. He told her thank you, and she's like, "You need to thank Daddy too." And I was like, "For what? I didn't have any part in that." She goes, "Yeah, you did all your hard work." And I was like, "No, that's our hard work. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to do this either."
Man, teamwork. I like how you think, brother. I like that for real. Because I'm sure, just not artists, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that's probably the breadwinner, and it's like, this is my money, or I did this. Not realizing you have a significant other, whether it's a male, if you're a female with a male with a female, whatever. You know what I mean? So I like how you thinking, man. It's very humble, and I like that for real. Man, what projects are you currently working on? I know we just came out with man, I appreciate that, Cooley. I know you just came out with that track we just listened to earlier. What else are you working on?
Me and my boys, just so y'all know, with the exception of the song We Worked, that's my band on all of our songs, which I'm super freaking proud of, because not only are they extremely talented, but they are fun to work with on stage and off. They're great. They're all Christian, God-fearing men, and we all work well together. But we just got in the studio a month or two ago to work on a song called In the Middle of 22, which is that somebody once told me I got a knack for writing songs to cry, and that's one of them. It's about veteran suicide. We did that one. We did my testimony song called The Wreckage, and then we that one I was talking about, I Hope Heaven Has Neon Lights.
No.
Out in the coming months. It's going to be a minute, but they'll be out in a month or two.
Yeah. Let's talk about your touring dates. What's your touring dates looking like throughout the rest of the year? Man,
September's a little bit sparse, but I got quite a bit coming in November, October, and then December is looking like it's going to be a real good month.
That's what's up. I like it. I'll definitely be catching one of your shows, brother, for sure. Definitely will be. Man, what advice would you give to the next generation coming up trying to pursue their goals and their dreams?
You know what? In all honesty, the first thing I would say is practice. And if you can't find time to practice at home, get yourself a spot somewhere. Like I never had time to practice at home, because if I was at home spending time with my wife or my kids, right? So when I first started doing this, I had a guy, luckily, gave me a spot to go play in the corner of his barbecue shack for tips, and it was paid practice. You know, if I didn't come home with anything, I didn't lose much. They'd feed me at least, but eventually it got to the point where I started getting paid. But find yourself a way to practice, because that's really what it boils down to, is the hours you've put in.
I like that. Man, y'all listen to this man, because you hear his music. The man's amazing. Man. Chris said, awesome recognition to your wife and band, Tyler. You have an incredible voice, great lyrics, and big talent. Please visit Washington State. There you go. You got a new fan.
Do what I can do.
Man, if you could say something to all your fans and your supporters, what would it be?
Thank you. It's that simple and that big. Thank you. because I don't know that I would be. I mean, I know I'm not anything. I'm just another person, right? But I don't know that I would be able to do any of this without some really serious support. I didn't believe in myself for a long time, but a lot of other people did. And now I finally believe in myself. I'm trying to maintain that humility, right? But thank you, because if it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't believe in me.
Man, I like it, man. Linda said no, thank you. And yeah, I agree with Linda. Thank you for what you do. I'm not gonna lie. Before I had a bunch of people reaching out to me, I didn't know who you were, and then I started following you, and I'm like, wow, like my jaw just dropped. Like earlier I mentioned, your voice is up there with them greats, them great country singers. And I mean that. I truly, truly mean that. You have a powerful gift, a powerful gift, to the point like your story speaks volumes. You know what I mean? You're a great storyteller. You can tell it comes from the heart. You know what I mean? It's passionate. I love it. I love it for real. I don't know how you're not a household name yet, but we're gonna get you there. We definitely gonna get you there for real.
I'm looking forward to it.
Earlier we talked about the first time you being on stage and how does it feel with people screaming your name or singing along. From the first time from being on stage till now, what do you say? How can I rephrase it? From the first time you being on stage to now, what is your confidence level like?
Night and day, absolute night and day difference. And I don't know if that's just because I'm comfortable or because I don't give a crap. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned by now that the people that like you are going to pay attention to you, and the people that aren't are still going to pay attention to you. They may not be looking at you, but they're paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And so at this point, I made a decision, a conscious decision several years ago, that I was going to play songs that I connected with. I was going to write songs that I connected with. And if that resonated with people, cool. If not, well, I wasn't doing it necessarily for them. I want to do it for them, but at the same time, I started playing and I will continue playing for me.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, it really finally sank in. That first time, shaky, sweaty hands, that's gone. I love getting in front of people now, and especially when they're looking and talking back and joking and we treat it like one big happy family and we're having a good time. That's the best feeling on the planet.
I like that. I like that. We're gonna end this interview in a minute. I usually play 2 songs, but hey, why not? Let's play another one, right? Let's do it. What do y'all got? What do y'all think? Play another one? Because I think that's exactly what I'm about to do. All right. So far we listened to Tail Lights of My Truck. Thanks for listening. And then now we're about to listen to Save My Radio. She was a lady. All the girls are singing, won't you call me baby? And then the world should have gone country. Instead we all went crazy. Standing at the 50-yard line, singing along with me. So what happened to my radio? I think this old thing's broke.
Save my radio. Save my radio.
Man.
Save my radio.
Man, that is Save My Radio. That's amazing, man. Oh my goodness. Let's get to the comments. People got things to say. We got Jamel Global Lewis in the house. What's going down? Y'all make sure y'all follow his podcast on YouTube. Amazing podcast. He said, yo, CC Garcia said that voice is amazing. And Linda said, I tell Alexa to play your music. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Jamel is another podcast. I'm gonna definitely reach out to him and get you on his show. He's based out of New York. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna definitely get on the phone with him as soon as we finish this interview. In saying that, this interview is actually done. Man, I truly appreciate you taking time out your day. I know we've been trying to put this together for the past few weeks now. Man, I wish you success beyond your imagination, brother. Like, you got this, for real. You got it. I'm gonna reach out to my people, and we're gonna get you some collabs and get you on some more podcasts. And like I said, we're gonna make you a household name, brother. I truly believe in what you got going, and your voice is amazing, for real. Like,
Thank you for having me on. Thank you for working with me. I do appreciate it, brother.
yes, sir. No problem. Before we get out of here, Chris said, thanks for your time. Jay, the beard is shining. You have a blessed day. I appreciate that. This is Jamaican beard castor oil right here. I know we talked about this on the radio the other day, Chris. And I use Jamaican castor shampoo. Yo, Terry, what's going on, brother? We're actually about to end this show. Go back and watch it. Tyler is an amazing artist. We just played 3 songs. You know, I only played 2, usually 1, but we had to do it, man. He's amazing, got an amazing voice. His voice is definitely up there with these greats. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all share. Let's get this out there. Let's make him a household name. Everyone watching on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's share this episode. Everybody on Facebook, if you haven't followed me on YouTube, go ahead over there, man, and follow your boy, the Reckless Talk Podcast. I appreciate it. In saying that, episode 60, what are we, 64, I think? Episode 64, kicking it with country music star Tyler Tillman. Man, we are